Now, we obviously know that this is your pride and joy out here in this backyard, but we figured that we actually might be able to help you out with a few jobs around the place.
Okay, that sounds fantastic.
I'm going to have a sweeping bed that runs through here so I can get rid of all of this grass and use it as a utility area. It's not awkward to mow. We'll have a washing line, some stepping stones to it, and it's out of sight, out of mind. I'll then continue this bed all the way up to the top of the garden. I'm just bringing this garden bed out a bit so we can get some more planting in front of what's existing to give us a more layered look. But up in this top area, I really want to create a secluded seating area. I'm doing a circle of paving. Once I've marked this out, I'm then going to mark out a secondary circle to have a sunken pond, which is going to be a really nice reflection spot. Now, because it's a small paved area, we're going to about 75mm thick. We're going to compact that, sand on top, and then we'll get onto the paving. On top of our road base, we're just using a river sand. Now, the road base gives us a nice, solid ground to work to, but the river sand is much more flexible, so we can get a nice, even fall on it, and our paving goes on top. Whatever we create here will then carry through to the top of our paving. And now it is time to put the finishing touches to our plan. Obviously, we're doing a bit of paving. Scott, have you ever done any paving before?
No, never.
Not the answer I wanted to hear, but that's fine. I'm sure you can help out. We're obviously doing a circular bit of paving, and we can do some different designs in there. We've got basket weave, well suited to sort of a rustic garden. We've got the herringbone, which would be good in a formal garden, or we've got the stretch bond, which is perfect for paths. With all our full ones laid, we're now moving on to the 100,000 cuts. And you want to start from the outside and work in because you want a full paver edge to line up with one of your full pavers. You just place it on top like this, and then use a straight line. Put both your lines on that you're going to cut to, and then work your way into the center.
Yeah, Charlie.
Thank you. Another one. Once we've got these final few cuts in, all we need to do is get a little bit of pave-lock sand to go in between the gaps. That sets it all together. How good does it look, all swept and nicely finished?
Yeah, looks great. We love it.
Last thing we need to do is just give it a mist, but we need to give it a really good soak, because we need all the water to get through that sand and set it. Water features can be a great addition to any garden, but they can be quite complicated, so try and keep them simple. Some of them do tend to leak, so the easiest way to come around that is a lovely big poly tub like this. Problem with that is it doesn't look very attractive. So I'm going to be using this Core-10 steel ring to tie in with our edging, and I'm going to mud that around the outside to smarten it up. To get some movement in our pond, we obviously need a pump. Now I'm placing mine up just on a couple of pavers. By lifting it up into the water of the reservoir, you lessen the chance of the filter blocking up from any gunk. I've got a medium-sized pump because I want to get some decent height on this water to give us good sound and catch the light as well. I've also put some other pavers in and around, and that is to support the weight of the pebbles that are going to sit on top of this grate. Once that's all set, we can get the water flowing. Now, fingers, it works. Fingers don't need to be crossed. Looks very nice.
Well, now, obviously, this deck here served its purpose. So what do you think about maybe extending this deck so it's a more usable area? And does this granny flat get used?
Yeah, Leah, my eldest daughter, lives in the granny flat.
So we might be able to join the two areas up?
That sounds fantastic.
All right, so Scott, the idea, we're going to pick that line at the granny flat, and that comes through at about 2.6, and then the boards that we're getting are 5.4 long. So, so if you hold that there and we come across here, that means that we're going to be going out to about there. Scott, how good is this deck frame look?
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
It does, and it's going to look even better once these decking boards are down.
Well, Charlie, I'm a bit excited about this.
Yeah, look what I found in the back of the garden.
Very impressive staghorn. That's gorgeous.
But it is mounted on a barbecue grill, so not ideal for putting it up on a wall.
So we're going to put it where they had all the little pots across the shed?
So I'm thinking just one big feature is going to give us more impact than lots of little stuff.
OK, so what have we got here then?
This is sphagnum moss, so we're going to stick this on our board, and that's going to hold on to moisture, and then we can remount the staghorn on that. And we'll just cut this off the back. Oh, there we go.
That's easier than you were expecting. So a staghorn's quite hardy.
You need to try and recreate what they grow like in the wild. So kind of sheltered, filtered light would be nice. You can see the back of this. So that's where it hangs on to the tree.
Yep.
And then the plant is going to grow out of this part, so we want to protect this part. That's got it.
Excellent. That's going to look fantastic.
A really useful plant for shady spots is this blue star fern. Now, I absolutely love the colour of the leaves and the texture that the foliage gives. You'll notice it's quite shallow-rooted though. It's not unusual for it to fall apart when it comes out of the pot. That just means that when you do plant it in the ground, it's going to need a bit of extra water to keep it alive.
What do you think when you look around now and you see it all done?
It doesn't look like my yard.
Really?
Yeah. It's 100 times better than I could ever imagine.
Do you like the little staghorn feature?
I love the staghorn. Yeah, looks fantastic.
And what about your deck? I mean, obviously now to be able to link to the granny flat is
I think
incredible.
that's our favourite bit of everything.
So one of the other things I love is they've actually also given you some really beautiful spots in the garden where you can sit and enjoy and look back at it all.
Making it easy to breathe. You're making it easy. You're making life easy for me. You're making it.
And we never thought our yard could be so beautiful.
Well, I hope you love this garden as well. I think you will somehow.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that makes us happy.
Yeah.